September 5th, 1977. NASA launches the space probe Voyager 1. Its mission? To study the outer solar system and interstellar space beyond. But more than that, it carries something remarkable. Something that is altogether incredibly and fundamentally human. A hello. Hello everyone, welcome to the Anime Vote. I'm Brian, your host, and today we are delving into sentimentality more than comedy. Because, as you have demanded it, we are talking about Voyager. Now, I've had an ongoing connection and fascination with Voyager and Fate Requiem as a whole on this channel. I've talked about the announcement of the series, I've made a few theories and owned up to those theories being wrong. And hey, if you want to be able to see more of those videos, and more videos like this one, then you should really like this video and subscribe to the channel, all things considered. But anyway, it was the concept and the mystery that drew me in. But what is making me stay now that that little part's been cleared up? It is absolutely Voyager. And all the other interesting servants that I want to learn more about, but it is mostly Voyager. I mean, look at this boy. This precious, precious boy. So beloved that he ended up in Fate Grand Order by the time his Resident Light novel had a second volume. If only the same could be done with another title. I just want to wail for and Max Grail Nameless Assassin, is that so wrong? But, got to stay on track, we are focusing on Voyager. Now, despite being a literal machine, he manifests looking like a young human boy, greatly resembling the Little Prince. It is worth noting that this appearance led to much confusion of people believing that he was indeed said character, even though such a thing was obviously a red herring and did not make sense in the context of his established existence as shown in the light novel. And no, I'm not salty, you can't prove anything. You see, Voyager is not just his name, but also the name of his class. He is such a unique existence that he doesn't fit into any of the other classes, so he just has his own. And is also said to be the last servant summoned in the world, at least in the context of Fate Requiem. It remains to be seen if truly no other servants manifest in the throne chronologically after he does. But for the sake of argument, let's assume that this is the case. The very last heroic spirit to enter the Throne of Heroes, likely entering it after he ceased operation on his seemingly endless voyage. But then I suppose the question is, how the hell does a space probe become a heroic spirit? To which I counter, the same way a book does. Voyager is a conceptual servant in a similar vein to nursery rhyme, right down to their manifestation being greatly influenced by their masters. Voyager looks like the Little Prince because his master, Eris, loved those books as a child. And also, I should mention that this really isn't the first time that the Voyager space probe became a very powerful entity in media. After all, this was most famously displayed in Star Trek the Motion Picture with the entity known as Voyager. Although, that is a fictional Voyager 6 space probe, which never launched. Voyager stopped at number 2, but it is still worth mentioning, especially since someone would point out in the comments if I did not mention this. But back to the Fate character. The concept that Voyager represents is human curiosity and hope. Voyager was one of many space probes designed to go out and explore the solar system, and possibly beyond. All to teach humanity about the universe that they live in, capturing images of our planetary neighbors such as Jupiter. But the Voyager was a very special probe with an extra mission. It, along with its twin, Voyager 2, carried within them the Golden Record. This disk held sounds and images of Earth and the people that live there, us, completely filled with the diversity of our cultures. There are greetings from 55 different languages, images depicting our biology, images of just normal people, the sounds of whale songs and nature, and even the song Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. All of it a thumbprint of some of the best of humanity in its simplest form. All just to say hello to whoever or whatever might find it. And that is why Voyager is the embodiment of not just humanity's obvious curiosity, but of its hope. There is a love of humans embedded into this disk, placed into this machine to travel among the stars. A little craft carrying some of the very best things that humans have to offer. And beyond that, Voyager is the proof that we exist. The worst of humanity remains with us, and we may be gone sooner rather than later for innumerable reasons. But the crafts that we have sent out will still be there, in one way or another. Even if Voyager ceases to function and just drifts endlessly, long after we're gone, we will still exist in some form. Because we made Voyager. We made humanity's final hero. Some sentient life may find it one day. And sure, maybe they won't be able to access the Golden Record. They may never know our species, but they will know that someone had to have made it. Someone had to have sent it off from their planet far away. They may never know of our pale blue dot all the way across the void, but they will know that we did exist. That we sent something out far away. And even if they do not understand the meaning, they will have heard our hello. And that would mean that humanity was real. And yeah, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you don't mind that I went super sentimental with this one. It's hard to be funny with a topic like this. It's something that means quite a lot to me. And yeah, I know I didn't really go into story aspects of Voyager, but again, it's kind of hard when the story is ongoing, and I just really wanted to talk about the meat of what Voyager is, and what you need to understand about the concept behind it, and that's really what the character is representing. And I am going to try my hardest to summon Voyager myself when the event starts in FGO-NA. It is coming up soon. Anyway, I'll be sure to catch you next time in the void. Later.